Hey y'all, today we're going to make oatmeal chocolate covered raisin cookies. So I guess we'll just get started. And with these I'm going to use chocolate covered raisins because I bought a bag at Sam's Club. But normally you would just use regular raisins. So in my bowl I have 3/4 of a cup of butter that's been melted, and to that I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, and this is firmly packed, so there's a half and here's a fourth, and a half a cup of white sugar, which I'm going to get out of my container and add to that. So there's my white sugar, and we're just going to beat all this up together. And these are going to be a little crispy around the edges and soft in the middle type of cookie, if everything turns out right. Okay, once you get that done, and make sure that you have your brown sugar done, what we're going to do is put in 2 eggs. And where you melt your butter, make sure it's not too hot when you put your eggs in, or you'll have cooked eggs in your cookie mixture. So I'm wiping my hands off, and now I'm going to put about close to a tablespoon of vanilla, and I'm putting so much because this is imitation vanilla from, I'm pretty sure it's from the Dollar Tree, and it's not as strong as a name brand would be, so you'd want to put in just a little bit more. So you want to beat this up really good. You can use a mixer if you want to, but I usually just beat it by hand. And so once you have all that mixed up real well, and make sure it's, you know, really good, then you take your flour, and this is self-rising flour. With self-rising flour, it already has the salt and the baking powder in it, so it will rise without adding salt and baking powder, and that's all I use is self-rising. If you use plain baking powder, I really can't tell you the measurements, but it won't rise if you don't have salt and baking powder. So here's cinnamon, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Add however much you think will be good for your taste. But anyway, just kind of mix that up together. And bring that back. And so gradually add your flour into your wet mixture. Oop, I'm making a mess. And once you add some, then add some more. Mix it up a little bit until you have it all in there. And like I say, you can use your mixer if you want to. And I meant to show you my butter wrapper. This is much better if you use real butter. But if all you have is margarine, that's fine too. So this is starting to get a little thick, and I'm going to trade my whisk for my big spoon to mix this up. So that looks good and mixed. So next I'm going to add in my oats, and I'm going to start off with this Great Value Quick Oats. This is from Walmart, and if I run out I have some Dollar Tree oats, but we're going to put close to 3 cups, but after each cup, kind of stir it in there a little bit. So there's 1. And here's 2. And you want to add a little at a time of your oats, because it would be, if you put too much, it would be hard to take it out. And then 3. And that should be plenty. And while you're getting your cookie mixture together, you could be preheating your oven to 375. And you'll want to cook these about 8 minutes or so. You want to have the edges just lightly brown if you want a good soft cookie. And these will spread some. So there's your cookies. And now I'm going to add the chocolate raisins, and we'll put about a cup of those. If you were making it with real raisins, you may want to put a colander down into a pot and put your raisins in it, and then pour hot water over it and let them sit while you're getting your cookie mixture together. That way your raisins will be more plump and juicy in your cookie mix. So here is a cup. If I spread it out, there's a cup of chocolate covered cherries. Oh, chocolate covered cherries. I must have Christmas on my brain. Chocolate covered raisins. So we'll mix those up. And this mixture is getting pretty stiff. And so you really don't have to stir the cookie batter anymore. You just need to incorporate those raisins in there. And if you get a cookie with no raisins, that's okay, because you might have somebody that's not real fond of raisins and they prefer not to have any. So I'm going to take a spoon and rake that off. And now I have a cookie sheet. And if my cookie sheet is not silver, and I've cooked on this a lot, these were just for cookies when I got it, but it's not silver anymore, and it kind of makes your cookies dark on the bottom when you cook them if it's brown. So what I'm going to use is some parchment paper. and cook them on that, so that the cookies won't come out too dark on the brown, on the bottom. I have on the brown on the brain. So I'm going to do about this much per cookie. And remember, these are going to spread some, so I'm not going to put them too close together. I guess I can only do about 9 per time in the oven. These would be good for a cookie exchange at Christmas. So I'm going to let these go in the oven, and they'll cook, and when they're done, we'll pull them out and see what they look like. So I'll see you back shortly. A batch of cookies are done, and I'm going to take them out. Here they are, just very lightly browned, and I'm going to slide them off of the cookie sheet still on the paper onto the cabinet. And then I'm going to slide these cookies on and stick them in the oven. The cookies have all finished baking, and I'm going to show them to you now. Here they are. I broke this one in half so you could see what it looks like on the inside. You can see a raisin in there. But this is it. They're really good. My husband tried them. I wanted him to try it on camera, but he doesn't feel very well today. And I'm not a big sweets eater, so he just said that they're real good and they smell delicious. And so I hope you get a chance to try them. And so I just want to thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.